Hello everyone, and welcome to How-FixIT. If your iPhone 17 Pro battery is draining fast, shutting down unexpectedly, or battery health has dropped below 80% with a service warning, this guide is for you. In this video, I'll show you how to replace the battery and restore your iPhone to full performance. Here's what you'll need for this repair: a precision screwdriver set, plastic pry tools, a pair of tweezers, a suction cup, and a screen disassembly tool, essential for safely separating the display from the frame. If you need to separate the battery from the cooling plate, you'll also need a 9-volt battery with 2 wires and clamps. To restore water resistance after reassembly, you'll need adhesive sealing tape, and new battery adhesive if it isn't pre-installed on your replacement battery. I've included links to all the tools and replacement parts in the video description below. For the best results, I highly recommend using a magnetic mat to organize screws and small components during disassembly. The iPhone 17 Pro contains dozens of screws of varying sizes, and a magnetic mat helps keep everything secure and properly organized for reassembly. Alright, let's get started. First, power off your iPhone and remove the 2 screws located next to the USB-C port. Next, heat the screen. Warming the lower edge softens the waterproof adhesive. Apply gentle, even heat for 60 to 90 seconds at about 90 degrees Celsius or 194 degrees Fahrenheit. Place a suction cup near the bottom edge of the screen, then insert a thin blade into the gap between the chassis and the display to loosen the adhesive. Once a small gap forms, switch to a plastic pry tool. Keep the surface warm as you work your way around the edges. A well-heated screen separates much more easily. The screen is tightly glued to the frame, so apply steady, even pressure as you go. Ensure the surface stays warm as you work around the edges. This helps make adhesive removal easier. At the top edge, 2 hinges connect the display to the housing. Once you reach them, push slightly downward to release. Lift the display like a book from the side. Remove the screws securing the bracket over the display and front sensor connectors, then carefully disconnect the cables. Remove the 14 screws securing the cooling plate with the battery. Now you can remove the battery from the iPhone. On the iPhone 17 Pro, the battery is glued to the cooling plate. If you're installing a genuine Apple battery that comes as a battery and cooling plate assembly, you can skip ahead to installation, testing, and calibration with Repair Assistant. If you're installing an aftermarket battery that does not include the cooling plate, here's how to separate the old battery safely. First, peel back the black tab at the bottom edge of the battery. Use this silver contact on the tab. This is where the red clamp will attach. You'll need a 9-volt battery and 2 leads with clamps. Connect the black wire to the negative terminal and the red wire to the positive terminal of the 9-volt battery. Attach the red clamp to the silver contact on the black tab, and attach the black clamp to the light uncoated section of the cooling plate. Hold the connection for about 1 minute and 30 seconds to soften the adhesive. If the battery doesn't release, reconnect the clamps and repeat the process. Once the adhesive lets go, lift the battery out. I've included a link to a compatible replacement battery for the iPhone 17 Pro in the video description below. The new battery must be bonded to the cooling plate. If your replacement battery has adhesive pre-installed, peel off the liner and press the battery firmly onto the cooling plate. If it doesn't include adhesive, you can buy the battery adhesive separately and apply it to the new battery first. I've linked the adhesive tape in the video description below. Place the cooling plate with the battery back into the phone and secure it with a few screws. Reconnect the display, power on the iPhone, and verify that it boots. After the replacement, you'll need to calibrate the new battery using Repair Assistant. Go to Settings, then select General, and then the About section. You will see a new section, Parts and Service History. Go to this section and follow the calibration prompts. After calibration in the first boot, confirm the iPhone shows the battery percentage without warnings. Then run a quick 10-minute test, play a video or a game, and make sure there are no sudden drops or unexpected shutdowns. Once testing is complete, let's restore water resistance. Remove the old adhesive tape from the iPhone's frame. Once the iPhone is opened, the adhesive tape loses its sealing properties and can no longer protect your device from water and dust. To restore water resistance, you'll need to apply new waterproof sealing tape around the frame. However, if you don't have the new adhesive tape on hand, it's best to leave the old tape in place until you're ready to replace it. Use a cotton swab dipped in isopropyl alcohol, 91% or higher, to clean any remaining residue from the frame. Place the cooling plate with the battery into the iPhone and secure it with 14 screws. Carefully align the new adhesive tape with the edges of the frame, ensuring proper placement. Press down along the perimeter using a plastic spudger to secure it firmly. Once the tape is applied, peel off the top liner to expose the adhesive. Reconnect the display and sensor connectors, replace the bracket, and tighten the screw. Press gently along the screen edges to ensure a snug seal, then reinstall the 2 screws near the charging port to finish assembly. If you found this guide helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more tech tips and guides. Visit our website for more insights and do-it-yourself guides. Remember, every tech challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Thanks for watching HowFixIT, and we'll see you in the next one.